Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace for our 30-day self-love challenge. We are on day 14. So excited to have you here almost halfway through the challenge. And today is a real focus on unconditional self-love. And so that means, we all have made mistakes. We all have ups and downs in life. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Everyone, no one excluded. And so we have to love ourselves just like if we had a partner, we have to love them unconditionally, or children, parents. That love has to be unconditional because we have relationships with these imperfect human beings. We're all doing our best, hopefully, but we're all imperfect. None of us have this mastered perfectly. We make mistakes, and we um, have our strengths and our weaknesses. And so even with those weaknesses, which, it's okay because we can't have all strengths in everything. And we have to rely on other people's strengths for when we're weak. So that's why relationships and having connections is so important. You're really, a relationship, you're really good. You love to cook, and I'm really good. I love to clean. And so, you work it out so that it works out good. So your weaknesses and their strengths can hopefully be compatible. But we all have that part of ourselves that isn't perfect, or that has made mistakes, or has done things and said things and felt things that we're not proud of or we regret. And so we're going to let all of that go because it's part of being human, and have this sense all day today and during this 10-minute meditation is that we are going to love ourselves unconditionally. That is the focus, unconditionally. I want to give you a little example of unconditional. I'm going to turn my clock around. It was upside down. This doesn't have to do with self-love, but I was talking to someone today, and they have a business, and they're very well off. They have a big home. They have several offices throughout the state. And the holidays, the Christmas time and the holidays is really slow. Business is slower than normal for them, their type of business. And they were just says, well, it's not a very jolly season for me. And it's just, I'm been just kind of bummed. Thought to myself, my goodness, I go and feed homeless people and they're happy. And you go to the 7-Eleven and, they're making minimum wage and they're so happy. And it's that thing of, I told them, you have the opportunity to be happy and be in the spirit unconditionally. Like, have your happiness be not based on anything external. Have it be an unconditional happiness. Be committed to peace and happiness, regardless of the financial situation, regardless of the external situation. His was financial. And of course, our wealth is vast. It's relationships, it's health, it's opportunities, it's wealth is property. I mean, he has an abundance, but business is slow. And I don't mean to be insensitive to him. That is definitely difficult when you have a season of slow business. I've definitely experienced that myself. But you need to be unconditional in your happiness. Don't let your happiness be dependent on and rely on and conditional of the external. Because there are people with nothing that are extremely happy. I can tell you, I do projects all through third world countries, and there are very happy people that are squatters that live on dirt and have a little hole in the ground for a bathroom, and they are very happy. So we can know that our happiness is unconditional. And we want our love for ourselves to be unconditional, not based on how good we are or how not good we are, or anything that we've done or don't do, or whether we have these skills or not, or what's going on around us in this moment. Life is a journey, and it's, there's surprises come, and things happen that we don't plan. And there are challenging times for all of us. And I know that from losing my son, for several years after he passed. It was very, very, very hard for me John can continue to coach me all along the way. You have to choose, be committed to peace and happiness unconditionally. Peace, love, and happiness. And he says, peace, love, and joy are true wealth. And we always, always can access those. They are always available within us. Regardless of what's happening out in this world, it is available inside an infinite supply, this peace, this love, this natural state of joy that is our true nature. It's when you get into our mind and we start to create interpretations that are disempowering, where we forget what we are. So we are going to meditate 10 minutes, and we are going to focus on really loving ourselves unconditionally. It's not a love, there's our Xander. It's not a love that's based on anything other than your commitment to unconditionally love yourself. So let's begin our meditation, finding that comfortable seat where you can sit for 10 minutes and gently and kindly closing your eyes, settling inward, bringing the attention inward. First, noticing the physical body where it's connected to our Mother Earth, this beautiful planet, the support of the planet for our bodies, feeling that grounding. The presence of your physicality. And dropping that breath down to the belly and diving the attention inward, in towards the heart, the inner being, noticing the inner sensations. And we're going to rest inside. And we're going to, always a mindful type of meditation. So our focus is loving ourselves unconditionally. So we can have a mantra, I love you unconditionally. We can just be sending our own love in towards ourselves. We can visualize that love going in and find what works for you. Either repeating it verbally, seeing it in an image, the love pouring from ourselves back and recirculating in towards ourselves, or feeling that love pouring in. Pouring that unconditional love in towards ourselves. Doesn't mean we need to condone patterns or behaviors or habits that aren't serving us. We're always, always reaching for higher states, higher ways of being. We can learn from everything through love. But your child can pour cookies all over the carpet and you can not be happy about it, but you can still love them with all your heart and soul. It's an unconditional love. loving yourself for no reason. Unconditional love, not based on anything other than you are that one. Letting everything go from the past that may close you off to loving yourself. And making this commitment now to love yourself as a commitment. It's committed to loving yourself for no reason other than that commitment. And it's time now in this meditation to really be there for yourself unconditionally. Love and acceptance and acknowledgement. Knowing you are deserving of your own love, deserving of love from the universe, deserving and worthy of love, all the love, endless, infinite love. Nice deep breath into the belly, Sending yourself a big hug, love, and making this commitment to loving yourself unconditionally all through the day and every day if you can. Gently opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this self-love challenge, loving ourselves unconditionally. I am Grace, wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day. Namaste. Please go to ecstaticyoga.studio for more information.